Alright, okay, what is going on, guys? Warfare Messiah here, and today we're going to do a new game. I'm going to introduce a new game to the channel, which I absolutely love this game. I've only had it 2 days. It's only been out in open beta for 2 days. It's a free-to-play called Crossout, made by the same company that brought us War Thunder. That's right, Gaijin Entertainment are responsible for this game. So we'll just see how it works, I guess, see what to do. So the one thing I really like about this game is the high customization in terms of you pretty much build your own vehicles from scratch, which I think is awesome. It is so cool. You get like a little starter truck, you know, before you have anything, but you can unlock loads of cool parts using said truck and make your own thing. So I built 2 so far. I built this van, which I call my scout van. The green gun on the top is a shotgun, whereas the little 3 ones I painted red are the machine guns. I guess I've color coded them, and then I have this big thing. Just load it up, and it has 1 machine gun on the top, which isn't really all that good, but it has a giant cannon in the right in the center here, so this is also a very powerful one. I don't know which one I prefer, actually. It just depends on the situation you're in as to which one's better. So I'm afraid normally when I get new games, like what I did with Battle Islands Commanders, is I'll talk through them from the start with you guys. So you know, we're going through the first parts of the game together. So I haven't done that this time. I do apologise. I have progressed a bit. I do really love this game. I progressed quite fast because I bashed it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So what I'm gonna do today, you've seen my 2 vehicles, but I've got them both saved, so what we're going to do is I'm going to make a completely new one from scratch, and we're going to take it into battle. That's today's video, and you can expect more from Crossout, I can guarantee you that. Okay, so now we've got a clean canvas. I'm going to make a vehicle right from the start to show you how basically you do it. Obviously when you first start you won't have all these different parts. I remember when I started, I didn't have all the same wheels on the car. I had little wheels, I had big wheels, because well, I couldn't make up the right amount of wheels. So excuse me guys, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make quite a simple small truck, and we're going to try and take it into battle. So well, actually, we need a foundation down first. So I'm going to put the foundations of the vehicle down. There we go. We've got that. Then I'm going to choose a cabin. So I've got the 3 cabins. I've got this big one, the van, and this truck. So you have different advantages to them. This big, like a hippie van one is it's got a lot of room on the top, so you can put lots of guns on the top of it without having to increase the roof space with other things. But I think this one's my favourite because it doesn't have much roof space, but you can just use other parts to make roof space, like so I'll get the canvas roof like that, and then you can put guns on here as well. So, but it has the highest energy, and what energy is, well, I don't need to explain what energy is, but what it allows you to do is add more guns, pretty much. So I've got a big cannon here, a few little machine guns, and a shotgun, so I can use more of those the more energy I have. But I'm just going to make a little basic one, so I'm going to throw in a truck cabin. Not sure quite where. Messed up this frame a bit. There's not enough room. Right, okay, hopefully that's enough. There we go. Let's try sticking some fenders on. So we're just making a little a basic little truck. Little pickup. Obviously you've seen my vehicles from the start, there's a lot more to them than this. And I'm sure when you make your vehicles there will be as well, but I just quickly want to show you the process. I don't want it to take forever. So I'm just putting... So I basically made the shape of my truck. So now I'm going to put some wheels on. So you have the two kinds of wheels. You have medium wheel, which are the wheels I'm going to use, and medium wheel ST. So the medium wheel ST are the steering wheels. So I don't want to put them on the back or I'll be sliding all over the shop. So make sure you put the ST wheels on the front of your truck. There we go. Alright, okay, I've got my wheels. So we've got our basic truck here. So it can now drive, it's got wheels, it's got an engine. But it's not very battle effective. It doesn't have any guns. I can't harm anyone. So let's try and go back inside and add some tools and weapons and things that we can use. So let's go and build. Well, what guns do we want? Let's put our other things in first and see what we have left for a gun. So I'm gonna put what's called the car jack in this game, and what this allows you to do is it allows you to flip the vehicle over if you ever roll on your back, which it's more than likely with all the recoil that you get in this game from big guns. So I'm going to put a small radio in here as well, which works the same as it does on World of Tanks. It allows you to transmit enemy positions to your allies. And a small radar allows you to detect enemy positions from further away. So let's put a radar on. Right. Now, we've got a basic shape. However, still got to put some weapons on. We don't have any weapons on. So what I'm gonna do is, because I don't want to just put machine guns on, I'm gonna see if I can put a cannon on this one. You know, be nice and fancy. So I'm gonna make some height. And not quite big enough to go over there, so I'll put canvas roof over if I can. There we go. There we go, just what I want. Okay. So let's see if we can fit the big cannon on that I said I wanted. And we can. Perfect. There we go. So I now have a big cannon on the top of my car. This is going to recoil like crazy, by the way, guys. But actually, I don't even need this roof, because I could put the cannon on the nose. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's get a shot of that. But I'm going to keep the windows, because you need to make... You need to, like, slap pieces of metal on the side to protect it, to act as a applique armor, because what happens is these pieces of metal get blasted off, but if the pieces of metal weren't there, well, your car would have blown up, wouldn't it? Alright, okay, so I've got all the parts I can possibly put on, where I've literally just slapped a whole load of metal onto my vehicle. And now I'm going to paint it. So that looks pretty much the same, so let's make that a bit more exciting. Let's paint it red. There we go, that looks cool, right guys? I might paint all these rear bits brown. There we go, that looks pretty cool. And I might paint the weapon red as well. You know what, we're not going to have green on this. Nope, whoops-a-daisies. We're not going to have green on this one. I could paint bits green, but well, I think it would just look a bit daft considering the colour scheme I've went with. So there you go, you can also paint. The first paint you start out with is just this green, so, oh, sorry guys. It's just this green, so there we go. That's the only paint you get initially, but I'm not going to use that, I'm going to use red. There we go. Okay, so we'll have our vehicle. It doesn't have any machine guns on at all, it just has this cannon. So let's see how it performs in battle. I only actually have 12 shells of this big cannon. So on the little test range you get, it's quite large, there's jumps and ramps and things over there. You get an exact replica of the vehicle you've just made, so you can see its weaknesses. So I've added a lot of armour to the side, let's blast it with a 57mm cannon. And as a Plique armour does, I would have took major damage from that cannon had I not had all that metal on the side. And it's blasted off now. But that doesn't matter, because it saved me from one hit. I took major damage from that one. Wheels are very vulnerable to explosives. So that's another cool thing about this game. You're not dead until your vehicle, your cabin has exploded. If literally someone blasted everything else off you when you were just a cabin, you'd still be technically alive. So you can drive around with like 3 wheels available. I'm sure you'll see when we're going to battle in a bit. So now people in game probably wouldn't have blasted that bit. I blasted it just to prove a point, but they probably would have aimed at the cabin, because if you manage to hit the cabin, that's when the vehicle explodes. So you know what? I don't think this vehicle isn't too shabby. So I might keep it actually. So let's save it. I just had a newbie one because my friends haven't played this as much as me. So I'll just save it over this. And I'll call it what should I call it? I'll call it Gun Truck, because it has a big gun on and it's a truck, just in case he's hadn't figured it out. There we go, Gun Truck. Alright, okay. So we've got this now. Alright, okay. So for those who skipped the me building of this vehicle, this is what I built. And for those who watched, well, you already know, but we're going to take it into battle now. So my other vehicles have a few machine guns on, a few shotguns. This one just has a cannon. It's a little cannon truck. So let's take it into battle. And let's get, you know what, let's get a shotgun, why not? So let's go into battle. There we go, we're loading in now. Okay, so we're in battle. And it looks like I'm near the top of the power, but I have discovered one fatal flaw. Well, I haven't discovered, I've just looked at it and thought, that could be a problem. It's that my vehicle is quite durable because it's got all the metal slapped on the side, but my gun is quite vulnerable, and if I lose my main gun, well, that's it. I can't hit anyone, can I? Okay, I got a bit of splash damage there, but I missed, unfortunately. Oh, got a nice big hit there. Brilliant. He's on the verge of defeat. Got him. So, I've only got 8 shells left now. Let's see if we can move on to another target. This guy's pretty isolated. Let's try and take him out. I'm being attacked by my own team. Oh, lovely. This one's on the verge. He's down. Oh. Oh, raking in the kills with this thing. This won't always be the case though, because a lot of the enemy players are smart enough to aim for your gun. I've lost my front wheel. No biggie. This dude seems pretty well armed. Try and get him with a hatchet. Oh boy. Oh, nice. He's immobilized now. I'm out of shots. I'm gonna have to ram him with my hatchets if I still have them. No, I'm out of hatchets. I'm out of shells. Oh, come on. He's on the verge. He must be near an explosion. I'm gonna have to leg it if... Sod it. I'm off. I'm sure I'll get an assist on that dude at some point. Okay, so... my vehicle is very highly damaged. I've only got 3 wheels, so I'm just going to try and take the enemy base. I only have 24 seconds to do so, so... oh boy. I've lost my front wheel. I'm stuck in the water. Oh gosh, I'm just being shot to pieces. Shot to tatters. There's nothing I can do about it. I was the last ally. So, we lost the first battle, but, you know... not the end of the world. I did say I might lose the gun because it was quite vulnerable. I did lose the gun, but luckily I'd already fired off all my shells, so that's another problem with only having the cannon. Once you've fired off all your shells, you're pretty much completely defenseless. But I honestly with you, I went a bit trigger happy there. You don't normally fire off all 12 in one battle. Normally you fire off 10, 11. You have like 1 or 2 left at the end normally. So let's move in again, see if the second battle's any better. Oh gosh, here come the enemy. And this dude's got himself isolated. Let's blast away. Oh, I got a nice big hit on his cannon there. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Help me, ally. Help me. I've got a big hit on him. I'm being shot to tatters. Stop chasing me, people. Oh, I've got a big hit on him. Ah! I've only got 1 wheel. Rotate. Oh, another big hit. Come on. No, my gun. Save me. Okay, I'm all out of wheels. And I'm completely surrounded. Well, at least I got a kill assist. Okay, that's me out. I don't think I got any kills that game, but I did a lot of damage. So, this guy isn't faring too well, is he? God. God, now does this guy have been absolutely stuffed? I'm going to move on and show you what it's like to have machine guns instead of a cannon. So, we're going to quickly jump into battle with this thing. Alright, okay, so this is what I call my scout van. Now it's front and rear steering, so it can turn as quick as a French cavalry charge. so they don't seem isolated. I'd probably not go after them because they're quite concentrated. Actually, no, I am, because allies are starting to pour into the area now. So as you can see, there's a lot of concentrated fire. The better thing about having machine guns than cannons is that you're permanently firing at them, and it puts the pressure on, and things will fly off like all the time. As opposed to when you've got a cannon, you'll fire, a bunch of things will fly up, but then they'll be fine for the next little bit. So let's see what the next enemy we can blow up. Now I don't think this is as fast as my truck. This one. So here's the cap, but I kind of want to have a go at the enemies just to show you what it's like. So let's try and see if we can find any more enemies to shoot at. Oh, actually they're in our base, so excuse me, let's get back. Oh yeah. Oh god, I took a nasty hit there, but I got a kill with my hatchets. Come on, kill number 2, but in the explosion I lost my front wheel. This guy's a bit screwed. There we go. Let's help the ally out who's getting a bit... Oh no, I've lost one of my guns. Oh boy. I don't have... Well, we won the game, even if I did lose the bottom end of my vehicle. Oh. Right, okay. Let's go back to the garage. So, that's basically the first impressions of Crossout. Obviously, I didn't get to go through it from the start like what I would normally do with a new game I got, so again, I do apologise for that, but you've got to see what the game's about. You get to basically build and use your own vehicles in battle. So, this is Warfare Messiah. I'll see you next time.